Not starting. Why
There
it
it is. Now it's starting.
Okay, now it started. Yeah. See, we're great with technology, folks. We're just so great.
I'm over by the episode board. We got a lot to
You
go over
are.
today, so.
Well, let's see here. I'm coming over. Don't worry. I'm coming over. Look behind you.
Why don't you do the welcome?
Welcome back to Berlius and Tempius Show. So, how you doing today, Tempius?
Fine. Why are there so many of you?
I don't know, Tempius. Why is there so little of you?
Can I tell which one's you? What is the question? I bet you're this one. It's moving in between them all. Did I find you?
No. Maybe. Yes.
All right, let's start this episode.
Come on, I took off everything. Oh, wait.
The only difference is no, it's not that. It's you have the little armor symbols over your head, so it's your name.
Ah!
And none of the illusions have that.
Oh, okay. Well, guys, welcome back to episode 17 of this year. Is this Enigmatica 6 Expert Edition, right?
That is correct. Expert edition.
By the way, I just want everyone to pay attention to this. I think Scrooge McDuck's been kidnapped. Because look, the wanted sign says wanted Scrooge MC McDuck. And his name's spelled the same.
But our Scrooge McDuck looks different.
Yes, so I think he's been kidnapped. And he agrees.
And been replaced?
Yes, with the... I think he's a wanted guy.
But he at least looks like a duck now. I think we just might keep this one and let the other duck just, keep him. This one looks more authentic. We're not paying the ransom. All right, what else we got?
Well, guys, I just want everyone to know that today's Jennifer's birthday, so...
Missing reward.
Yeah,
Chicken,
missing.
cow.
Chickens are missing. Some cows are missing. Rewards of that.
Well, we're rewarding for missing cows.
And chickens. Don't forget chickens.
Last time I think we saw those cows or chickens, Jennabelle was talking about going out to have a conversation with them.
Right. You think we should turn her in or let her have her birthday?
Okay.
Well, let's see. Tempius is an Enderman killer.
That's true.
Jennabelle is a animal murderer.
That seems like, unless you have proof. You have any pictures? I think she just likes to talk to the animals. Oh, no, I got none of that in my inventory, hopefully. All right.
No, you didn't. I just had to move it so we could see that.
We have
this right here.
lot
We have a hashtag thing. Come back here.
Hashtag, okay.
Get your butt back here. Okay. It says hashtag hello to all.
All right. Okay, we got a lot to go over. Last we left off, we were building the kiln brick. And if you remember, that was requiring the sequenced assembler and the smoldering lapis, which we had to put in a blast furnace with the coarse lapis, which we did the mixing for. And we used all that to make, kiln brick. So we're going to take this over here, and we're going to make a kiln, because we'll need that to create some of the blueprints, among whatever else that we may have gated through there. I just know that the blueprints is one of the things. Hammer, there's a hammer. And we have a kiln.
Yeah.
So put that we in the inner between everything, we did make a silk moss nest. We made it with the Naboo drops, which are basically Naboo ingots from a Naboo piece of ore.
We've been mining.
The worms you just did through the worm farm. It's very easy. You just throw just like you would for creating bone meal, same kind of items over here, but then you just have to click on this in order to create the worms. So you just put them in there. So that was the silk nest. It required source, and so one of the things I'm probably going to be working on in between now and next episode is a source network. So here's the silk nest. In order to get the silk from them, the only way to do it is to harvest the moth, and he...
Wow, you murdered it on camera? Think about the children. You gotta see that gruesome murder.
Sometimes this one makes them appear in the
He doesn't
ceiling,
care.
so sometimes they die. I'm sorry, Brayless. And you'll come in here and there's just silk lying on the ground. So that may be a way to get it. Other than that, we'll have to automate something to do it. We want to do. We normally do this during night because during the day it's bees in here, so we don't want to accidentally kill our bees.
10 PS. I should probably change your sign from Enderman Killer to Moth Killer.
Moth, but we need the silk.
Yeah, but you had to show that on camera. Think about the children.
Right. You know, have to do what we have to do. The other thing that we added in here was elevators, so we can now move up and down. Going through the stairs was a little much. And we started adding travel anchors. Now, I don't know if there's a bug or something, but like now it's not letting me work. And it's making the sound, but I'm not going anywhere. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong or if it's just a thing. But when they work, it's great because then we can just kind of jump around to where we need to go without any issue. Now, also, since last episode, we created what was necessary to make golden leaf. We created the fiber, brilliant fiber, right here. And if you haven't used brilliant fiber, which you should, I mean, if you've done Natura at all, you know, the brilliant fiber we put on the leaves and it changes them to gold leaves. It's the submetal blend, which you make in the enchanting apparatus, which is silver and sulfur, and then the silk fiber, which we get off the silk moss. And with that, we'll set a new... I had these set up on the trees out here, and Jennabelle came to lumberjack, and she got all the golden leaves, so I couldn't show it. So I'll just put another one here, and we can always, for those people that haven't seen it, we'll see the gold leaves.
Yep. I have confused the phantoms. Before they hit me, I dodged and did decoys. So there might be a lot of me.
There's a lot of you running around today.
It's raining Braylesses.
So we have the gold leaves, so we'll continue to advance down that path. I think I already got the achievement. I already did. Then the scanner, I created the rare module. Detects rare ores. This is really useful in the nether if you're looking for ancient debris or cobalt. So that's the real reason that it's in here. I still have the other module that is tanked to Naboo ore, but this is really useful. It's basically just showing aluminum and zinc here. I would be probably more interested in copper, which would probably be the common ores. And then, of course, if we go deeper, but this scanner, if you're not using it, I would recommend it. It will make your life easier.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last thing, since last episode, as I bounce around here on my slime boots, is making a blaze farm. So we basically, made a, I don't know, it's a 9x9.
Wait, did you show off the tunnel I did?
We just ran through it. And we went out and if you use cardboard box on a spawner, you can pick it up. So we brought a blaze spawner back here, put water on one side, so that basically if this blazes hit us, puts it out immediately, and then the blazes take damage in the water. Are you hitting me?
Well, it wasn't my fault.
So it's a good way to get the heads and the blaze rods in a low... I gotta go get something to eat. In a low effort way.
I'm surprised you haven't noticed the armor I'm
Can you
wearing.
put the cardboard box back on that thing? Then the blaze heads you're going to want to put into the smeltery. It will burn them down and make blazing blood, and the blazing blood will allow you to do the higher heat alloys. You can just, I don't know if I can feed it back into the smeltery. I might have to feed it into a foundry. I don't know. We'll test it, but that would be the other reason that we needed the blaze farm, if you will, the manual farm.
Wait, how do we get the blaze blood again? By putting blaze rods in
You
there?
put the blaze heads in there. So I have upgraded my
Oh.
weapon since last episode, so it's basically one hits creepers. Where did I do with my wrench?
And one
There it
hits
is.
phantoms.
And one hits phantoms because I do not like phantoms.
I don't think anyone does really.
And I left it the 2 cleavers. Now I could have gone for cleaving upgrades, which I probably should have. I still have 1 upgrade. I could take cleaving up to or severing up to 3. But it's the heads that you put in that makes the blazing blood, and then the blazing blood you can replace the lava, so you can get to a higher temperature. Evidently, it takes a lot of heads because I think there's like 12 here, and we only have 800 megabuckets, millibuckets. So that should have caught us up, other than what I did to the cleaver, which is now Enderium as the blade. I used Nahalt Tough High handles and a steel large plate. So that puts that in good shape. The hammer I did a steel hammerhead with an Invar tough handle, a signal, a large plate, and then wooden large plate, so I can basically repair it with wood until we can get to Britannia and get maybe some repair going via. Well, I don't even think it repairs. I think it just helps not damage it or repair. I don't know. We have to see how it works. But it's just too expensive to repair it with steel or signalum. But we're here, and hopefully to get through, because there's a lot of updates there. I'm trying to get to the refinery controller and the refinery output.
Because what we
So
need
the
is
controller
plastic.
is going to break down oil into different outputs, and one of those outputs is something we're going to need to make plastic. And everything seems to be gated behind plastic. Ultimately, trying to get to the module, the assembly module that's in Pneumaticraft. So with that, we're going to need a controller, and this where we came in needed the kiln brick. We need to put the kiln brick in the chests here. Which is what we're waiting for this to make the superheating element. All this stuff is fairly straightforward. The heating pipe, I already have some, but you can look up the recipe. It's not that. Gray rock wool is easy enough to make. So there should be no real blockers other than the kiln brick itself. So I need 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. And is that it? Do I have everything else? I think I have everything else. Most of the other stuff I made because we've already made. Nope, I do not. Basic mechanical pipe. Because they are in my backpack. And we have a controller. Finally. Took way too long. And then I need 4 of these. And I'm going to run out of mechanical pipe, aren't I?
Should I go get
Let's do
oil
this
pumping
more.
or no? Should I go start getting some of the oil or no?
No, I'm going to make something for that as well.
Oh, okay. Are we going to do create?
Bucket,
Because the
not
create has a
found.
pump or no?
I was going to use the one that came with this mod.
Oh, they actually made a pump and
They made what's called a gas lift.
gas lift. It sounds like something that lifts gases.
That's what we're hoping.
I
Lift
thought
some
oil
up
was
out of the
liquid.
ground into a tank. Let's see. So now I should be able to do 4 of these, hopefully. No, because they didn't make the mechanical pipe. All right, I'll make 2 of these. And then make some more mechanical pipe. And then put them in. And then make 2 more. And I haven't needed any more reinforced brick, but this will probably use up a lot of that since we made it episodes ago. Gas lift is, do I have all this? I do. And a gas lift. And then the other thing that we'll need for a gas lift is drills.
Drills? But I thought you didn't need drills if you're mining up.
I don't think I'll need 16, but might as well just grid them all out of the system. Okay, so the refinery controller goes on the bottom, then each one of the refinery outputs, put 4 of them, so I can get all the different types broken down from the oil. It has to be hooked up via a vortex tube, and the vortex tube is what we hook the pressure to. I have a little link that just turns the vortex tube off if there's no oil in there. And I've added 3 more liquid compressors, and it still can't keep up. So I have a little lever in here that I turn on to shut the vortex tube down, which would, on the other side, heats up the refinery. You could also put lava, which will solidify the lava, or torches, or other assorted things underneath of it to heat the refinery. I'm using the vortex tube, and we're getting quite a bit of material here. The gas lift is been working pretty well. You just put it over the body of liquid that you want. If it's right below it, then you don't need a drill. But if it's multiple layers and it needs to go lower, then you need to add little drill pieces to it, and then it will automatically use them when it needs to. So for example, over here, while the oil was at this level, it didn't need this drill pipe. And now that we've gotten beyond that, it won't be able to do this. I think I'm gonna have to move it over here. But it's drilled down further, and it's found oil further down there.
Well, so below it. That's actually kind of amazing.
We're going to put another fluid tank on here to get the oil, and we'll see what it does. We might be out of... No, we still have some pressure. Still pretty neat.
I wonder how big the oil is down there.
I don't know.
You know what I think is funny?
You can dig down and find out.
Yeah. Wish me luck.
All right, so I'm going to, because it's down to 1, I'm going to take this back to...
Pretty decent.
I'm going to take this back to fill it back up as well. Where's my wrench? Wrench. Of course. Put the wrench in.
Hey, I have a wrench. You want my wrench?
Do you have a pneumatic wrench?
Yes, I do.
Here, I'll take it, please. Oh, there it is. Never mind, I found it. Sitting right there in front of me.
All right.
Crisis avoided.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. The other pipe will stay there.
Well, that stinks. My plan was to give you it, and then you owe me a favor. That was the whole plan.
Don't I always owe you a favor?
Pretty much all the time.
So isn't that the mode that you live in?
Uh-huh.
Remember that favor you owed me?
Yeah, so, yeah. Jennifer's trying to give me her fruit. And I don't like that.
You know, gotta watch her.
Yeah.
All right, I'll just put that
Trying to get
here
me to do
for
it.
now.
Lake work for her.
And we're still building up pressure. But I'll add this over here. Even out. So this thing's run. So that is where we wanted to get to with this episode. We got the gas lift working. We upped our little power for the Pneumaticraft system that we have. We're building up lots of different outputs from the oil, and this one is going to allow us to get the plastic, and so that will be fed back into the thermopneumatic processing plants with some coal or something like that to make plastic, and we will mess with that
Next episode. So let me guess, this is the part where I tell you guys to sign off.
That's right.
Etc. And then I'm supposed to be disappointed, right? I do it.
Right. Really sad. Really sad.
Oh, okay.
All right. Anyway,
Take it easy, guys.
thank you for watching.